Alright, good morning. We did adding and subtracting rational expression part 1. So I'm going to make another video part 2, okay? So in this part 2, we are asked to simplify this expression here. Now, so what we want to do first is to see if we can factor the denominators. Then that will help us to find the lowest common denominator, what we call the LCD. So I'm going to have 3x minus 1. I'm going to factor x squared plus 2x minus 3. So I'm looking for two numbers that will multiply to negative 3 and add to positive 2. And those two numbers are going to be positive 3 and negative 1. So my factors are going to be x plus 3, x minus 1. Now, since the leading coefficient is 1, I'm able to write my factors right away from the two numbers, right? Minus. Now I factor x squared minus 9. Now to factor this, remember these two numbers are perfect squares and I have a subtraction here, so I can do the difference of squares method where I find the square root of x squared and find the square root of 9. So by so doing, square root of x squared is x, square root of 9 is 3. So now I have x plus 3, x minus 3 as my factored form. So from here, I'm going to try to see if I can find the LCD, the lowest common divisor. So what I want to do is compare the two denominators, see if there's a missing factor. Then I'll apply it to the one that is missing that factor. So for example, x plus 3 is common, so we keep that. X minus 1, there's no x minus 1 here. So I'm going to multiply the right hand side by x minus 1 to make sure I have a common factor of x minus 1, right? So since I multiply the denominator by x minus 1, I also have to multiply the numerator by x minus 1. Okay. Then I check on the left hand side, I'm missing x minus 3, if you can see. So there's x minus 3 here, but I don't have it there. So to make it a common factor, I multiply this side by x minus 3, and remember to also multiply the top by x minus 3. Okay. So now the expression is going to look like this. I'm going to rewrite it. So in the numerator on the left, I'll have x minus 3 times 3x minus 1 all over a common factor of x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 1 minus, in the numerator on the right I have x minus 4 times x minus 1, and I'm dividing by the common factor x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 1. So this is going to be our new expression. So from here we know that once the denominators are the same, we can now manipulate the top, either subtract or add depending on the question. So I'm going to have a common denominator. I'm going to keep what I have, my denominator, x minus 3. Now remember, do not try to FOIL the denominator, right? You always want to leave it in a factored form. So on the left hand side, I'm going to FOIL, or I'm going to multiply x minus 3 by 3x minus 1. So that is going to give me 3x squared, right? X times 3x, 3x squared. Then I'll do x times negative 1 to get negative x, then negative 3 times 3x to get negative 9x. So if I combine those like terms, I get negative 10x. Then negative 3 times negative 1 becoming positive 3. Okay, bring down the minus. Then I'm going to FOIL x minus 4, x minus 1. I'm multiplying them. So x times x is x squared. Now x times negative 1 is negative x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4. So I have negative x and negative 4x becoming negative 5x. Okay. Then negative 4 times negative 1 becoming positive 4. So in the numerator, this is what I get when I multiply the numerators. Now I'm going to get rid of the parentheses so that I can combine like terms. Remember, there's a 1 sitting here. Right, so I'm distributing this negative 1 so I can get rid of the parentheses. So it's going to look like this. 3x squared minus 10x plus 3. Now negative 1 times x squared becoming negative x squared. Negative 1 times negative 5 becoming positive 5x. Negative times positive becoming negative. Then I still have my LCD of x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 1. So let's see if we can combine like terms in the numerator. So I have 3x squared minus x squared becoming 2x squared. Okay. Then negative 10x plus 5x becoming negative 5x. And finally, positive 3 minus 4 becoming negative 1. So all I did was I combined the like terms in the numerator. Okay. And I still divide by the LCD of x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 1. So at this point, I want to check again. Can I factor the numerator? Remember, for the denominator, you keep it as that, all right? Can I factor? Do I have two numbers that will multiply to negative 2 and add to negative 5? No, we don't have any two numbers like that. So that becomes our final expression. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video.